Okay, this is Spencer, the Tampa Bay Wallpaper Installer, coming to you from Tampa, Florida. Again, talking about how to install wallpaper. In this case today, we're installing a Wolf Gordon wallpaper. Again, this will be our second installation for the week of a high-end wallpaper known as Wolf Gordon. Now, this is quality paper. Anytime a wallpaper installer handles wallpaper, the better the paper, the more satisfaction you get out of doing the job, and then, of course, taking pictures and using it for your future clients. But in this case, we have a commercial installation, in which case, as you can see in the camera, I have my scaffold set up at 6 feet because I'm dealing with a 12-foot wall here. And so I want to make sure that I use the best tools that can help me install the paper most efficiently, quickly, for my clientele. If you use the wrong tool, for example, say like a tall ladder, one of the things, first of all, you endanger yourself by using a ladder. You cannot get close enough to the wall when you're installing 54-inch wide wallpaper. And so that puts yourself at a danger. Secondly, if you don't invest the money in the proper tool, it's doing a disservice to your clientele. So I just want to go, I have my pasting machine outside. Again, I didn't choose to use the pasting machine. This is a commercial job. Nobody else is on the job. I chose to do the job after hours so that they're not kicking dust around. In which case, I'll just show you that I bring my leaf blower. Okay, a very handy leaf blower. This thing throws out a lot of power. Anytime you're rolling wallpaper on the floor, there's always a chance that you or somebody else will kick dust or other debris onto the wallpaper. And you know what? You won't notice it until you're finishing it off, and then you see a little bump under the wallpaper, and then you realize it's your fault. So you want to have a blower, and every time you go to roll a sheet of wallpaper, you want to not only blow off the paper, but you want to blow off the drop cloth on which you're putting your wallpaper to glue it. This way you can be sure that there's nothing on it. Okay, so just going over, you will remember if you saw my first video that I posted about how to install wallpaper on an accent wall, you'll remember that we begin in the middle. On many of my videos, however, I have begun on the left side of the wall, or on one of the left sides of the wall, and continue to my right or to my left. I did that on my last installation. I actually went to the left of it. But since I'm a left-handed person and I'm used to going to the right, that's the way I like to do it. But on an accent wall, you start in the middle, and you have no choice. You have to install the paper to the right of the middle sheet, and then, of course, to the left of the middle sheet. And it's actually a little odd. It's like writing with your right hand if you're a lefty, or vice versa. But so we have a Wolf Gordon installation, and I cut the first video. I don't know if I said it already in this one, but this is our second Wolf Gordon installation for the week. It's a beautiful paper, 54-inch commercial paper that you see booking on the ground here. Now, what is booking? Booking is the process by which the fabric on the wallpaper absorbs the moisture in the glue so that the fabric in the wallpaper and the wall can become one. If you don't let the paper book, you will have numerous bubbles and you will have a bad installation. The paper will fail. You have to follow those guidelines. Now, on this wall, now, we want to start in the middle. So I'm going to measure the wall from left to right, and then I'm going to come up with a middle point. And at the top of the wall, or at the bottom, I'm going to make a little pencil mark. And then I'm going to make another pencil mark on the very center of the wallpaper in order that these two pencil marks may meet when I do the first sheet installation. Now, why do you start in the middle? It's just a general principle in carpentry that when you are installing pieces that have seams, such as a tile, in this case wallpaper, even though the idea is not to see the seam, It is not a sin to see the seam. It's certainly not. But it has to be a professional seam. I mean, the wallpaper does have edges, and you will see the seam depending on what wallpaper you're installing. And sometimes you won't see them at all because the wallpaper that we install in such things as like hotels or theme parks, those wallpapers hide the seams perfectly because you're doing a double cut, and they're just made to do that. In this case, we will be doing a double cut as well, and we're going to hide that seam as best as we can. But like I was saying, we're going to start in the middle because you don't want to start on the left, all the way on the left, and then at the very end you come up with a sheet that's like 4 inches. That's like extremely unprofessional. But if I were to be doing the entire room, I would go around with my paper, marking the paper on the edges, and just seeing where my seams would lay out. And then you just kind of say, no, I don't want to seam over here. This doesn't work out. But in this case, it's all walls. It's all walls. And we're not doing the entire room. So you understand that we're just going to find the middle, make a mark on the wall, find the middle of the wallpaper, make a mark on the middle of the wallpaper sheet, and then we're going to install the first sheet. I will use a laser level, and I will put a line right in the middle. It makes the job a lot easier, okay? The less you write on this stuff, the better. The less marks you make, you know, sometimes the marks that you make on the wall show through the wallpaper. Of course, an experienced wallpaper hanger would do it at the bottom or the very top, where you might be just cutting an inch or two off at the top. So we have this obstacle, right? We have that obstacle in the middle of the wall. And so we're going to take account for that, and we're going to cut around that very diligently and very carefully. But other than that, it's an easy installation. So I just wanted to show you now, the way you hold the wallpaper when you're going up your ladder is crucial because it can tear. So you want to make sure that you have the wallpaper, the top sheet, against your body, because that is the sheet that you're going to hold, and you're going to drop the rest of it so that you're left standing with the top of the first sheet in your hands when the bottom will fall down. Now, with cheaper wallpaper, you can't do that because the weight of the wallpaper will actually tear the paper with the glue on it. So you come up with different ways, but that actually happened to me with a luxury vinyl. The weight of the paper just tore it. So a long time ago, you live and learn. Okay, so this is frame 1 on the Wolf Gordon installation for our second time this week. And let's get going. See you on the next frame.